Hello creatives, welcome to Artist Star. My name is Beth and I'm here at the gallery to do a tarot reading and to hang some artwork for a new show. I just got done from my Sunday walk in the woods in Maine in the cold, but it's a very nice, bright, sunny day today. So I'm here to do another Archetype card reading, and this time we're going to do the Trickster. This card is about being a non-conformist, but the light attribute being transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. But the shadow side, the shadow attribute, can be manipulating others through duplicity. Yes, I think we've kind of all sort of experienced that at one stage or another in our art careers. Maybe yourself, but maybe being brought on by someone else. It's kind of the Jack energy in the cards of truth, because the Jacks are all about initiation, follow through, and then letting it go to move on to something else. And if you've ever been on the receiving end of a trickster, you can know that they're very good at active listening. Meaning that they maneuver off of what you are saying or offering. They can manipulate around that and actually get you to do something that you are not ready for, possibly. So in order to be able to stand in your own two shoes and recognize these things, either about yourself or about others that are there trying to maneuver you into some conformed state that's maybe not in your best interest. So we're going to do the Cards of Truth Light on a Star spread with the Cards of Truth deck by Carmina, which you can find a link in the description box below. These I do a little more spontaneous readings, and I'm going to, this time, shuffle these cards just one more time, as I did beforehand. But I also wanted to let you all know that this is a general reading. I don't think I've actually said that before. I don't really choose these for anyone. I hope that when they find you, it will resonate as it should or not, and you can just move on to something else and maybe find this at a later time. But for me, I just like to take a moment to ask my guides to open me to hearing any message that are in the cards today. Let's find out about this trickster. So I'm going to lay these cards out without shuffling. It's a little faster to do it this way. And we'll see where the energy pulls. Right. So the foundation for the question about the trickster, how to stay in our own shoes while we encounter this either in ourselves or brought to us by another. So the foundation card is a lovely 9 of clubs. Present situation, 5 of hearts. It's a nice card too. It's about letting go. Both of these are. Letting go and letting source. This is the near future. King of Hearts, a very loving, grounded, supportive card. This is what we should be doing at the moment, the Jack of Spades. This is like the loner soldier card. It's hard work. He's probably got the most to do in the deck. And we have the Queen of Hearts and what goes against and what goes for, the 10 of Spades, and what we can expect as an outcome, the 3 of Diamonds. Interesting. All right, so there's our Light on a Star spread. It seems like I do these different every time. But I am going to at least stay in the bit where I'm going to talk about them as we go. And we're going to do it with the Lenormand cards because I find that these are invaluable when it comes to helping us decide whether it is a person, place, or thing that we have to navigate. So let's see what we're going to get this time. All right, feeling this one right here. Ooh, a scythe. Interesting. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups. Listen to me. Nine of Clubs as we go. All right, let's pick another one. The book, and we have the ring. Interesting combination here. So so Nine of Clubs are all about K2 energy. And that is where it's comfortable, where you're at. But it's also about surrender to the great divine, if you will, and letting go and letting source. It's a beautiful card to get here, especially for the clubs, because this is, it's air energy in the cards of truth. It relates to the Hermit. That's the one with a lantern and knowing where you need to go. You just you're on your path and you've got your light and you know which way to go, which is a nice place to be. It's the right direction card, if you will. So it's a great place to begin this quest of looking at the trickster. Then we have the scythe. The scythe is all about cutting something out. And we have the book, which is knowledge, and we have the ring, commitment. Yeah, well, there's probably always something that we need to let go, right? And I always read this card as finding something in a book. Whether you just go pull something off the shelf and have a look, or you go back to whatever it is you're reading at the moment and figure it out from there, maybe some clue as to this trickster shadow side, or how to get in touch with the light attribute involving your art at the moment, and making a commitment to delve into it a little bit deeper. Because we all know you make better art when you know yourself better. It's got to come from a very grounded place. Art doesn't come just flying into it. You bring something to your art. If you want to have it be authentic and original, which we all do, bit by bit. All right, so we are going to now look at the present situation with the Five of Hearts here, which is moving, letting go energy. It's emotional, it's water energy. We've got flowers, lovely card. That's all about rewards. And we've got the clouds. This is about clear thinking or cloudy thinking. And we've got the snake. So I think we're going to be very clear about what we need to cut out emotionally that is maybe at the moment cloudy, but there's going to be some clarity around it, because the snake here is about not being victimized, basically, because this talks about someone or something that is going to come into your world, and it's not a good thing. It's actually a warning that because of the cloudy thinking, they may be able to manipulate, trickster. Yes, trickster. So whether you're tricking yourself with cloudy thinking or someone is there trying to manipulate you, it's time to get clear of that and understand what that is all about. So this is happening at the moment. So pick your head up, look around, see where it's coming from, and be totally honest with yourself and decide what it is that you need to let go. Because the near future is here, and this is the King of Hearts. Oh, I love this card. This is the grandpa card. This is, if you've ever watched the old 80s, I think, TV show The Waltons, it always reminds me of the Grandpa Walton on there because he could just be so supportive and so generous and yet really be able to deliver whatever news that needed to be delivered. So let's find out about this king energy. Strong energy. Kings are here to do service for others. It is one of the biggest letting go, the kings, and they do it to help others. So let's find out what this is going to mean for us. Well, we've got the birds. That's all about chatter, whether it's chatter of your contemporaries. It can be gossip as well. So let's find out. We've got the stork. This could be travel, but it could also be someone who has very long legs, which I think is just hilarious. And we have the anchor. Good, solid, grounding place. All right, so, I'm getting that there's this groundedness here that you are going to be able to tap into when you're contemplating this, what's happening right now at the moment. And you're going to be able to do that with some sort of message that comes to you from someone that is on the move. So this is about embracing kindness and a new friendship that will last. So out of this chatter, I would say you are going to meet someone who is very grounded and very helpful in what they have to share. It can come in any form. It doesn't necessarily have to be a person. It can be a book you're reading. It can be the author. It can be, something in you turn the TV on and there's something there for you coming from someone that delivers a message, right? It has that feeling with this chatter that it might be the internet, it might be TV, something like that. Maybe a chat room, maybe some artist group that you're involved in. Whatever it is, some guru is going to deliver a very solid message for you. Figuring out what this snake is all about, what cloudy thinking is happening around that, and what emotional something that you need to sort through, because fives are that Jupiter energy, and it's all about working through what doesn't work to find something that does work. And what we're supposed to be doing at the moment, the Jack of Spades. Yeah, now that's a tough card. Jacks are all about Uranus energy and fire energy. He's the student card in this case, a soldier or a spy, but whatever it is, you're doing it on your own. So once you get this important information, what you need to do with it is just take it to heart, take it to soul, and think about it. You're going to have to work it through. It's quick energy, and it's about, time to contemplate your positive and negative thoughts, your thinking process. what limitations or fears, how you feel vulnerable, can be hard obstacles, challenges. It's kind of like an uphill task, but it's karmic lessons, and it's all good because the Uranus energy is your innate creative abilities. It's you, it's your originality. It is what beautiful you is down there ready to emerge. So it's contemplating. You're going to have to do it on your own, but of course, right? Of course. So let's see what we get for clarity here. The mountain, that is an obstacle as well, so it's not going to be easy. That's what it's, and the bear. Yeah, bear of a time. Another not easy card. And the tower. Interesting. Wow. So this is what you need to do right now. If this is resonating with you in any way, you want to think about that trickster. Yes, let's just revisit that for a moment, because if it's someone that is manipulating you by, you're an artist, you need to speak your own language, it needs to come out, and the light attribute of this is to not conform and to not go into that predictable behavior. But as always, you got to do it with a solid heart, right? So this is pretty hard energy here, but I think it has more to do with just understanding where the root is, where it's coming from, because you really can't get to where you need to go if you don't know the depth of it. So this is figuring out the depth of it. Not going to be an easy task. It's going to be quite difficult, but you can do it. And I say that because you've got that support here. So don't forget you are supported. Even if that is a self-supporting near future part of this reading. You have contemporaries. The Jack of Spades is one of the strongest cards in the deck. All right, so, and by the way, it's a fixed card, so that means that you can always depend on it being just a straight, solid Jack of Spades. A lot of hard work to do, a lot of inner hard work. It is emotional, and not emotional so much, but it is of a physical and mental challenge. So stability. So what goes against? I mean, how can the Queen of Hearts go against? I hate to see her in the go against position, but there she is. So let's find out. Let's get a little clarity on how emotional stability of the Queen, unless it's the shadow side. Well, yes, because here we go. We've got the Moon, so it does have something to do with the emotional clarity. And we have the Garden, so at least you'll have a nice place to retreat to, and the Heart. That is very lovely. You've got the Heart, you've got the Queen of Hearts, and it feels a little bit like a rude awakening, the flower that grows out of the muck and mire. It's the only way the lotus blossom can grow. So you will have an absolutely beautiful epiphany at the end of all of this, but this trickster character, whether it's you or someone else that is in your life, whatever it is, it needs to be dealt with, and you need to make a commitment to yourself. There'll be knowledge coming your way, There will be knowledge and it will feel like support, but there is definitely some clarity that needs to be had around whatever situation the snake is that's contributing to the trickster shadow attribute. All right, so let's look at the 10 of spades, because this is not an easy card either. This is the walking through hell with a smile, carrying your burdens, but you do it very well, right? If you can get through it, if you can do it, it is one of the biggest reward cards that you can get. All of that hard effort. So we've got the crossroads here. Now this is what's working for us. So we're going to get there, hard as work as it's going to be. We're going to find ourselves at a crossroads. So I think we want this one here. This is the Gentleman, and usually a very nice card because he is of high regard. It is someone that you can respect. So that I like. At the crossroads. So this really is speaking to me of you, who you are right now, because you've gotten there, right? You know how to do this. You've been in a similar situation before, and you're about pull up the bootstraps and get on with it. And man's best friend, very loyal companion. Yes. You got to be your own best friend, and that is exactly what that looks like. And you will make a choice. You will decide which road to go down. All right. So next we've got the 3 of Diamonds. A very interesting card to get as the final outcome. This is temperance. It relates to temperance. So yeah, that is all about finding the balance, right? So, okay. You will find the balance. I love this. So but it's also about, well, it's flying apart from, but it's also kind of like letting go of a person, a place, or a thing that's been solid and concrete and there for you, but then you have some revelation about it and you understand that it is time to let it go for something that is going to be better. It's something that you've valued, but it's now time to let go in order to make room for something that's more valued. It can be touch and go. It is working a situation. It can be stressful. And that being said, it is about concrete skills or experiences that lead you to developing better skills. So it can be a high stress card in that it never quite feels like enough, but it probably needs to be that because it's also a very highly intuitive and psychic card. It's you working any situation. It can be touch and go, but you always, at the end of the day, you get the job done, right? So, and it's also about working on attachments. So in order for a better balance of ego and soul and that which is all around your art and how you have to let things go, ideas maybe, or preconceived conceptions of how something should work. And then it's just time to move on and into something else, even if it's temporary. It leads to bigger and better skills. So let's see if we can get some clarity on how that relates. All right, so we've got the fish. That is abundance. That's very nice. Oh, we've got the crafty fox. And we've got the birch rod. Yes, these are all about, again, moving quickly and swiftly, out with the old and in with the new. It's going to be an abundance, not necessarily of needing to sweep, but you're going to be able to maneuver it, and you're going to be smart about it and cunning about it. The fox is a great card to get here because it clearly talks about how you have maneuvered and worked it through and gotten smarter and better at whatever it is that is coming up for you with this trickster energy. Yeah, interesting. You're not going to suffer it for long if it's coming from someone else, and you're ready to just let it go if it's coming from you. You know, really understanding it with a deep love and understanding, whether that be for yourself or for someone else, it will come to you and you will claim that, because that is what the Jack of Spades is all about. He claims it. He is the one that does all that hard inner work that the Temperance card, that the Three of Diamonds relates to. Yep, and you just can't get too soft and emotional about it. You're going to have some really clear thinking. And again, it could mean your dreams and listening closely to your intuition. The Queen of Hearts is highly intuitive. She is one of the most nurturing cards in the deck. So even though that's going against you, it's time to step into that garden and open up and let your own heart shine. A little self-love there and understanding should see you through that. Not that it's going to be easy, because then we have the Ten of Spades that is all about walking the walk and talking the talk. But it also says that you have done that before and that you have a friend in yourself and maybe a dog. Best companion, right? And you're going to make the right choice when you're getting down those crossroads, because it's a choice that you'll be making. And you'll be doing it with very, very wise, like the fox. All right, so I've got one more card for you. My animal deck here, Power Animals of the Planet. This is a really lovely, beautifully painted watercolor deck by Brenneman, and there'll be a link in the description box below for this as well. So let's find out who we are going to get for the Trickster. All right, well, we got two cards, so why not? Oh, the deer is very lovely, supportive and compassion and opportunity and leadership. Beautiful. It just is so reflective of the reading. So let me grab the book and I'll read a little bit about the deer. Let's see, alphabetical. I had my thumb right there all along. So this is the deer. Beautifully painted that is. Lovely colors. Support and compassion. So I'm going to put that down here on the King of Hearts. And let's see, when you receive this card, a discussion may be headed toward a heated exchange of words if precautions aren't taken. If a clearing of the air is needed, addressing the issue calmly will lessen any potential discomfort. The spirit of deer is asking you to choose your words wisely during this time. Stay on task and be quick to forgive. She will guide you through necessary conversations with patience, compassion, and so that a quick resolve is achieved. Very nice. So yeah, that is good energy to draw on. Yep. So let's look at the gorilla. Look at that face. Opportunity and leadership. Where should we put that? You know what that feels like? That feels like down here on that Jack energy. So let's see what the gorilla wants to share. So this one is very short and sweet. You are being faced with an opportunity to oversee a project or activity. Consider your call to lead as a new and exciting venture that will allow you to showcase your strengths. If you are lacking courage, call upon the spirit of gorilla, and he will guide you toward taking on this new and exciting role with confidence and grace. Wow, now that's something, because that is really talking about exactly what you're going to need to sort through for yourself. So yeah, whether it is the manipulating that is being done by someone else, you are definitely going to be able to figure that out and get the tools you need to work through it. And if it's you that has that shadow side where you trick yourself, right? Because that happens. You want to convince yourself to go one way or another. And it's sometimes one of the harder things to decide what is the real thing for you, what's going to bring you closer to the real you, so that you can make the best art that you can possibly make with this Jack energy, Uranus energy of being super creative and super unique. I'd say you're going to do it. Yes, I would say that you got it in the bag. A little hard work, but yep, you're going to make it all right. Well, best of luck. Thank you for watching, and be creative. Thank you.